सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। अथ पंचपञ्चाशत्तमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुवाच रामस्तु वासुदेवांशो दत्तः प्रागरुद्रमन्युना देहो भवत्ते भूयः तमेव प्रत्यपद्यत। श्रीहरे नमः श्रीहरे नमः श्रीहरे नमः। गोविन्द गोविंद गोविंद। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। गुरुवायूरप्पा शरणम। राधे राधे।
राधे राधे अच्चन। द्वारकानाथ भगवान की
जय।
जय। Awesome chanting today, all of you. So we will do Ashtapati, Kalyana Ashtapati. Maitri ji, you did the Kalyana Ashtapati, and Uma ji will do the Rukmini Kalyana.
Radhe Radhe. साससात्वससानन्दम् गोविन्दे लोललोचना सिञ्चान मञ्जुमञ्जीरम् प्रविवेशनिवेशनम् राधावदन विलोकन विकसित विविध विकार विभङ्गम् जलनिधिमिव विदुमण्डल दर्शन तरलित तुंग तरङ्गम् हरिमेकरसं चिरमभिलषित विलासम् साददर्श गुरु हर्षवशं वद वदनमनङ्ग विकासम् हरिं साददर्श हारमलतर तारमुरसिददर परिलभ्य विदूरम् सुडतरवेन कदम्बकरम्बितम् इव यमुना जलपूरम् हरिं साददर्श श्यामल मृदुल कलेवर मण्डलम् अतिकतगौरतुकूलम् नीलनलिनमिव पीतपराग पटलवरवलयित मूलम् हरिं साददर्श तरलतृगञ्जल चलन मनोहर मदन जनित रतिरागम् सुडकमलोदर केलित कञ्जन युगमिव शरदि तडागम् हरिं साददर्श मदन कमल परिशीलन मिलित मिहिर सम कुण्डल शोभम् स्मित रुचि रुचिर समुल्लसितादर पल्लव कृतरदि लोभम् हरिं साददर्श शशिकिरण चूरि तोदर जलधर सुंदर सुकेशम् तिमिरोदित विदुमण्डल निर्मल मलयज तिलक निवेशम् हरिं साददर्श विपुल पुलकबर दन्दुरितं रति केलिकलापि रदीरम् मणिगण किरण समूह समूज्वल भूषण सुभग शरीरम् हरिं साददर्श श्री जयदेव बणित विभव द्विगीकृत भूषण भारम् प्रणमद हृदि विनिदाय हरिं रुचिरं सुकृतोदय सारम् हरिमेकरसं चिरमभिलषितविलासम् साददश गुरु हर्षवशं वद वदनमनङ्ग विकासम् हरिं साददश अधिक्रम्यापाङ्गं श्रवणपदपर्यन्तगमन प्रियासिरेवाष्णोः तरलतरवावं गमितयोः इदानीं राधायाः प्रियतमसमालोकसमये पपादस्वेदाम्बु प्रसरैव हर्षाश्रुनिकरः भजन्त्याः तल्पन्दं कृतकपटकण्डूदिविहित स्मितेयादे गेहात् बहिरपिहिताली परिजने प्रियास्यं पश्यन्त्याः स्मरसरसमाकूतसुभगम् सलज्जा लज्जापि व्यगमदिव दूरं मृगदृशः जयश्री विन्यस्तैः महित इव मन्दारकुसुमैः स्वयं सिन्दूरेण द्विवर्णमुदा मुद्रित इव कुजापीडक्रीडागत कुवलयापीतकरिणः कीर्णासिक्बिन्दुः जयति भुजदण्डो मुरजितः इति श्रीगीतगोविन्दे शृङ्गारमहाकाव्ये श्रीकृष्णदास जयदेव कृतौ सानन्द गोविन्दो नाम एकादश सर्गः गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्द गोविन्द सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय राधे राधे
Beautiful. Radhe Radhe, beautiful Maithili ji, awesome. இங்க எனக்கு ரொம்ப ருக்மிணியும் பகவான் அப்படி நல்லா ஸ்மைல் அப்படியே ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தி தெரியுது எனக்கு இங்க நல்லா நம்ம வார ருக்மிணி கல்யாணம் பண்றது அவள் பகவானுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு. தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூ.
பாக்கியம் இன்னைக்கு வந்து
ராதே ராதே உமாஜி.
தேங்க்யூ. அற்புதம். कृष्ण भगवान की जय, राधा रानी की जय, रुक्मिणी माता की जय, सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंदा सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आलोके रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम, आलोके रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम, राधा कल्याण माधवम, नीलमेघ निपागारं बालालक समान चेरं, नीलांबरानुजगं गोपपालकं नीलालगन्धम्, आलोक्ये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालं, राधा कल्याण माधवम्। द्वारकापुर मण्डपे द्वादशादित्य सन्निभे, पुरी रत्न सिंहासने ओ सुरगणे, निरासने सुवासिनं विश्वमङ्गलदायिनीं, धीरयोगी संसेवनं देवकी वसुदेव सोनुम्, आलोकये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम्। अष्टमहिषी समेतम् अमर नारी सुसेवितं, दुष्टपुष्ट जनवृत्तं तुम्बुरुगीतम्, इष्टजन समाश्रितं ईश्वरमपराजितं, दिष्ट सर्वलोकजातं देवराजाति विनुतम्, आलोकये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम्, राधा कल्याण माधवम्। शंख दुख वीणादीते सरसो गंधर्वादि गीते, पुंगन पुंग निगम भूत जनाविरूते, पंकजे जन रंबादि पडुनरन विनोदिते, कुंकुमते चरवशिदे कोमलकार चरिते, आलोकये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम्। दिव्य किरीट कुंडल तीर्थ पीतांबरधरं, नव्य मुक्तामणिकारं नानाविहारं, नव्ययभूति विस्तारं अमर नारी सूराहारं भव्य कौस्तुभगन्धरं बद्धमानस सञ्चारम् आलोकये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम् हेम मुक्तामणिजत्रं हीररत्नकरीचूतं समरव्यजनवृत्तं शरदिन्दुवस्त्रं कमकोटि समगात्रं कनगङ्गाधीरविचित्रं श्यामसुन्दं पवित्रं चरणागदोत्कारं गोत्रम् आलोकये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम् चन्द्रानन भस्मी भामा जाम्बवती सत्यमित्रम् इन्दवक्र कालिन्दी नायकम् नन्द नंश्रित वृन्दानन्द रघवन्त्यम् नन्दम् आश्रित वृन्द रघवन्त्यम् नन्दित नारायण दीतनन्दम् आनन्दगन्धम् नन्दित नारायण दीतनन्दम् आनन्दगन्धम् आलोकये रुक्मिणी कल्याण गोपालम् राधा कल्याण माधवम् सीता कल्याण राघवम् मणिमाता की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंदा। राधे राधे जी, थैंक यू।
Radhe Radhe, Majid. Radhe Radhe. So we will take a small break and second. Okay, I will take a small break and we'll do pravachan now, and then afterwards we'll continue with few Madhura Geetam and Aarti. Radhe Radhe. Gadadharan ji, you are there, Gadadharan ji?
Yeah, yes, ji. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. You can start, Gadadharan ji. Radhe Radhe.
Okay. गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविंदा गोविंदा। सद्गुरु महाराज की जय। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंदा। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमो नमः सद्गुरुभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो नमः सद्गुरुभ्यो नमो नमः। ज्ञान वैराग्य संपूर्णान् हरिभक्तिपरायणान् पूर्वाचार्यानहं वन्दे संप्रदाय प्रवर्तकान्। कलये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरलीधरम्। मुरलीमण्डितकरकमलं मुनिजनमोहनं व्यध्यस्तपादं वनमालाधारिणं प्रेमभक्तमण्डलनित्यकीर्तितं प्रेमिकवरदम् आश्रयेऽहम्। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम्। वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात्। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं त्वयिपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव। पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धम्। संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनः तं नमामि हरिं परं यस्य श्रवणमात्रेण कृष्णभक्तिः प्रजायते वैष्णवानां धनं पुण्यं श्रीमद्भागवतं भजे सर्वत्र गोविन्दनाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्द गोविन्द सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय रास बिहारी लाल की जय By the grace of our beloved Guru Maharaj and Sri Hari Sri Madhuri Saki Sameta Premika Varada Thakur ji, we are indeed divinely fortunate and blessed to have a beautiful satsang which has been continuing for the past a month. And today we are going to see the first two chapters of Rasa Panchadhyay. As the name itself suggests, it's called Rasa Panchadhyayi, so it contains 5 chapters. If you see, Srimad Bhagavatam itself is considered as Krishna Swarupam, and if you, each canto in Bhagavatam can be equated to each angam or part of Bhagavan. If you see the first canto, it is considered as the feet of Bhagavan, from where the beautiful Bhagavatam starts. The first canto is considered as a preface to the entire Bhagavatam because it introduces the teller and the listener in the first canto. So first Sri Shukacharya Parikshit is introduced, Shukacharya is introduced, their story is told, from where Srimad Bhagavatam starts. So the first canto can be considered as the feet of Bhagavan. And if you see the second and third cantos of Bhagavan have been considered as his kukshi, his stomach, because it is told that Bhagavan holds the entire universe inside his kukshi. So the second and third canto explains how Bhagavan creates this world, how Brahma is created, how the Prajapatis are created, how all the entire creation takes place. So the second and third cantos are considered as the stomach of Bhagavan. And if you see the fourth, fifth cantos, it is considered that in the fourth and fifth cantos, how the people ruled the kingdom, how Uttanapada ruled, how Priyavrata ruled. So the third, fourth, fifth cantos are considered as the Bhuja Bhalam of Bhagavan. If you see the sixth canto itself is called Poshanam Tat Anugraham. It is where Bhagavan does Anugraham, where even a Mahapapi, even a person like Ajamila can get supreme worlds and he can reach Vaikuntham. So that states that is the sixth canto where it is the heart of Bhagavan. It is considered as the Bhagavata Dharma Sara, where by just mere chanting of Bhagavan's divine name, a person can reach his divine abode. However faulty, however impure the person can be, he can reach Bhagavan's place, is told in the sixth canto. So it is considered the heart of Bhagavan. And if you see the seventh canto where the Prahalada Charitram comes, it is considered as the neck portion of Bhagavan, where the most foremost bhakta called Prahalladan's Charitra comes there and Nrisimha Bhagavan's Avirbhavam happens. If you see the 8th and 9th canto, where Vaivasvata Manu starts, the story of Vaivasvata Manvantaram starts. So if you consider the 8th and 9th cantos, they are considered as the shoulders. They are considered as the shoulder portion of Bhagavan, where all the great lineages of kings are being explained. So how with dharma, with vairagyam, with bhakti, and all the righteousness and all the gunas are all the aspects that a person should have that has been prescribed in the Shastras. Those persons were the Adarsha Purushas of how humans should be there in the 9th canto. If you see the kings, it is not why these stories of kings are being told in Bhagavatam. There is a question. Because it is once in order to reach the state of bhakti, first a human being should be human, right? if he doesn't have the basic qualities like satyam, dharmam, ahimsa, if these qualities are not present in the human in a human being, then there is no possibility for him to reach a higher state of bhakti. So bhakti is considered higher. So first, in Atma Gunams are very much important. So that is being told in the stories of those Rajas, those kings who have been with Dharma and Satyam. So, and they are protecting the world. So they are considered as the shoulders of Bhagavan's Rupam. And Dasamaskandam, which is the ultimate Saram and which is the Ashrayam for all, it is considered as the face of Bhagavan. And Ekadasha Skandam is considered as the Kritam, the crown that Bhagavan wears, because in the crown only there are several jewels will be present, several monies, several muttus and all will be present. So since 11th canto consists of several Upadesas which has been told in the form of Navayogi Upakhyanam and Uddhava Gita, it is considered as the crown of Bhagavan. And Dwadasha Skandam, which tells the simplest and easiest path, called Nama Sankirtanam Bhagavata Dharmam. So it is considered as the Mailpili of Bhagavan, which is really soft in nature. So each canto can be equated to each organ of Bhagavan, each part of the Bhagavan's Divya Rupam. So now we are coming to Rasa Panchadhyayi, which comes in inside the Dashamaskandam. So it is since it has 5 chapters, it is considered as Bhagavan's 5 pranas. All the 5 pranans of Bhagavan has been equated to each chapter of Rasa Panchadhyayi. So Rasa Panchadhyayi is the portion which itself gives life to Bhagavan. Pranan is the life, right? Even the Jivan, if the Jivan has to travel, if you consider the Upanishads, it is considered using this pranan only the Jivan travels. Even it transfers between different shariras, and if it transfers between different janmas, transfers to different lokas only by using prana. So that's why it is called, Bhagavan has got a name in Vishnu Sahasranamam. It is telling that Vayu Vahanaya Namaha. So Bhagavan is having Vayu as his Vaganam. So that's why it is clearly stated in Ramayanam. If you see, Bhagavan is on Anjaneya Swami is considered as this portion only. So the 5 pranas for Bhagavan is Rasa Panchadhyayi. It tells the greatness of gopis. Rasa Panchad, because in each and every portion of the 10th canto, Bhagavan shows each and every yoga. If you see the Vrindavana and Gokula Leelas, it is considered as Bhakti Yoga. If you consider Krishna's Mathura and Dwaraka Leela, it is considered as Karma Yoga. If you go to Hastinapuram and Indraprastha Leela or Mahabharata Yuddha, it is considered as Jnana Yoga, where Bhagavan preaches as a Guru the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So if you see, in these Gokulam and Vrindavana Leelas, it is considered as Bhakti Yogam. So Bhagavan shows how great Bhakti is and how great his Bhaktas are and how he will do anything for his Bhaktas. So in the previous portion or in the previous lecture, we would have seen Govinda Pattabhishekam, where Bhagavan saves all the Gopas and Gopikas by holding the Govardhana mountain for 7 days. Thereby he shows that how much he is fond of his Bhaktas. So in Rasa Panchadhyayi, the Rasa Panchadhyayi is particularly for gopis. And it is considered as the most important of all the Krishna Leelas. It is considered as the Shikharam. It is considered as the head. It is considered as the top of all Krishna Leela because it shows the divine love between Krishna and gopis. And if you see in several other Puranas also, Rasa Leela is being explained. If you see in Padma Puranam also, Rasa Leela is explained. If you see in Harivamsam, Rasa Leela is explained. If you see in Vishnu Puranam also, Veda Vyasa states about Vyasa Leela and he explains it in a very shorter way. But if you see in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is expanded. He has expanded the entire Leela and he has given a detailed version of it in Bhagavatam. So thereby it consists of 5 chapters. And first, the Rasa Leela starts with Bhagavan api taratri sharadot phulla mallikaha. First, we must see the 3 people who are involved in this Leela. The first is Bhagavan himself. So it starts with Bhagavan api taratri. So if we have any questions related to Rasa Leela and if we have any doubts in Rasa Leela, all these will get vanished because of the first word of this chapter itself. It states Bhagavan api, being Bhagavan. Even though he is Bhagavan, it starts in such a way, so there is no questions and there is no clarifications or there is no doubt should be there in people's mind because it clearly states that it is the Leela performed by Bhagavan. It is not an ordinary human who is wanting for any lust, or is not any ordinary human who is wanting only worldly pleasures. For that this Leela is not being performed. It is performed by Bhagavan himself. So first you understand the quality and the divinity that is present in this Leela. So it starts with Bhagavan api. Then we must go to the person who is telling this Leela. If you go to the person who is telling this Leela, it is Shukacharya. And from here, we have to directly go to the first canto, where the first canto tells the greatness of Shuka, how he is. It tells, Tri Pumbida Natu Sutasya Vivikta Drishte. Look at that person there. The Shukacharya, who is a Digambara. For him, there is no clothes or there is nothing to be covered for him. He is an open person. And if you see the quality, and if you see the jnanam that he possesses, it tells in the first canto, Stri Pumbida Natu Sutasya Vivikta Drishte. It doesn't know the difference between a lady and a gent. It doesn't know the difference between a boy and a girl. So there is no Sharira Abhimanam or Sharira differences which comes into the sight of Shukacharya. So you understand the jnani that Shukacharya is. So he's a jnani who doesn't know any difference, and he only sees everything as Vasudevamaya. So even when then the Gopas are playing with Krishna, he says Ittam Satam Brahma Sukhanubhutya. He doesn't say that this is a normal play between two children. If you see in the playground, few children will be playing, they will be running in this side, they will be running that side, they will be throwing the ball. Some will be beating themselves, some will be crying. So if you see, these are all normal play between a childlike, it's a childlike game. But if you see here, he says all these are being only played by those Gopas also. One will be running and catching Krishna, other will be jumping between the trees, one will be running this way, that way. If you see, these are all normal play. But it is compared as Brahma Saktanubhutya. Why? Because the person who is involved with them and the person who is telling these Leelas, since Bhagavan is being involved, it is Brahma Sukham, whatever it may be, whatever play they do. And if you see the person who is telling, it is Shukacharya, who sees everything as Bhagavan. So for him there is no difference. So he says Brahma Sukhanubhutya. So if you see the greatness of Shuka, you understand the greatness of this Leela, thereby that Shukacharya is telling Rasa. And that Shukacharya is telling Rasam, so that shows the greatness of Rasa Leela. Now, thirdly, when you come to the Gopis, Gopis are also great. Gopis are even considered as jnanis. Why? Because they are in the supreme bhakti. They do supreme bhakti to Bhagavan because they forget all their activities. They forget all their household work. They forget their families. They forget their children. They forget their husbands. They forget their cows, calves, houses, everything they forget, not because of they are having a verupu or they are not showing, they not to show that they don't like it. It is they are not doing it intentionally. It is deliberately, it is happening for them. Why? Because of the prema and bhakti they have towards Krishna. So if you see, in Brahma Mohanila, Brahma comes and falls at the feet of Gopas and Gopis and telling that Aho Bhagyam, Aho Gagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajaukasam, Yanmitram Paramanandam, Purnam Brahma Sanatanam Brahma, who is the Lokakarta, who is the Srishtikarta, who is Veda Swarupam, he himself comes and falls at the feet of Gopas and Gopis. That shows the greatness of Gopikas. Then if you see in Padma Purana, this Rasa Leela is explained by Parameshwara to Parvati, it seems. Where Parameshwara speaks about the greatness of Gopis and he says that Bhaktas means it is Gopikas only, it seems. So Parameshwara is speaking about the greatness of Gopis, the supreme Devas. These two Devas, they are speaking about the greatness of Gopikas. Then if you come to the Bhaktas, then Narada Maharishi is often speaking about Gopikas in very several Puranas. Then if you see Prahalada speaks about the greatness of Gopis. If you see Bhishmacharya in his Antima Smaranam, in his last moments, he thinks about the Gopis, telling that Lalitagati Vilasa Valguhasa Pranaya Nirikshana Kalpito Rumanaha Kritam Anukritavatya Unmatandhaha Prakriti Magan Kila Yasya Gopa Vadhvaha. He lines keeping Krishna in front, keeping entire family members there in front. He tells that I am thinking of the Gopis in the last moments. Why? Because even if I have a next birth, if there is a possibility for it, I really like to be born again, but I should be born as a Gopi. That Gopi is Hridayam, the Gopi is heart, the Gopi is longing for Bhagavan, the Gopi is prema and bhakti for Bhagavan, their affection and love for Bhagavan. Vaishmacharya feels that he needs to experience it. So he thinks that whatever we think in the last moment, that will be our next birthright. So he thinks that if that is so, if that is the case, then let me think about the gopis. Even he is having Krishna in front, and he says that I'm thinking about the gopis. So it shows how great gopikais are. So if you see Narada, Prahalada, Bhishma, everyone are thinking of the gopis. And if you see in the Prathama Skandam, there we can see the ladies in Hastinapuram speaking about the greatness of gopis. In their stuti, they tell that how great and how fortunate these gopis are. And they even state that how fortunate Krishna is. Because Krishna has got such bhaktas, right? And if you see Uddhava in Dashama Skandam, he goes in search of, he goes to Gokula, who is sent by Krishna. And there he finds, and there he feels that Krishna is not really in Mathura. Krishna is not in Mathura, Krishna is not in Dwaraka. Wherever place he may further move or go about, there Krishna is just the Rupam of Krishna. The physical form is there, but Krishna is really present in Gopika's place only. He is present only in Gokula because of their bhakti, and he falls at their feet and says, Vande Nandavrajastreenam Padarenum Avikshnashaha Yasam Harikatodgeetam Punati Bhuvanatrayam. The greatest scholar who has gone directly and learnt everything from Brihaspati. And there is a vachanam that we used to say, if one person is really brilliant, you will say, Enada Niena Periya Brihaspatiya. So that is the position of Brihaspati, and he has gone directly here. We will go to some university and study, right? We'll go to university in some other country or some other place, and we will gain knowledge and we will gain a degree. And likewise, this Uttava has gone straight to Brihaspati's place, to Swargam, and he has learnt all the Shastras. And that Brihaspati Shishya, after seeing Krishna, he becomes Krishna Shishya. And after seeing gopis, he even moved out Krishna, and he says that I'm Gopika's Shishya. So this shows how great Gopikas are. So these are all bhaktas. Even there are even few people who talk about the greatness of gopis, that is directly Rukmani and Satyabhama Sakshat Pirati. If you see in the 82nd chapter in Samanta Panchagam Kshetram, all the 8 Ashtamahishis and all the 16,108 Mahishis of Krishna are there, and they speak about how they got married to Krishna, and they explain it to Draupadi. And finally, in that they mention that we are the Mahishis of Krishna himself, but we are doing bhakti towards him, we are doing service to him, we are doing kainkariam to him. But what we feel, Rukmini Satyabhama Mudaliya Patnis of Krishna feel that we should do bhakti like Gopi. Brajastriyo yat vanchanti Pulindyat Trinavi Rudaha Gascharayanto Gopaha Padasparsham Mahatmanaha. So they feel that bhakti means that is the bhakti is shown by Gopikas. Even in the Ekadasha Skandam, in one place, Krishna himself cries to Uddhava and stating that how great gopis bhakti are. So even Krishna, even Draupadi, even Rukmini Satyabhama, and all the bhaktas, even Parameshwara and even Brahmadeva, all the people are talking about the greatness of gopis because their bhakti is such great and their love and affection to Krishna is such much. So Bhagavan feels that he has to do a leela particularly for those gopis, and he thinks and he does a sankalpam to do Rasa Leela. So this shows the leela is done by Bhagavan. For whom the leela is being done, it is for the gopis, who is the greatest of his devotees. Then the third, if he come the person who is telling this leela, it is Sukacharya, who himself is a jnani. This shows that this Rasa Leela is not for lust. This Rasa Leela is not for any worldly pleasures. It is a divine Leela which is done between Bhagavan and Gopikas. It is done between Bhagavan and the Jivas. So this shows that for that supreme Shrinkara Bhakti, for the supreme form of Bhakti, Bhagavan will definitely come and he will be with us, and he will always be along with us because he likes the Bhaktas very much. And it's this how the Leela starts, and it says Bhagavan api taratri. Shukacharya says that night. Why it is told us that night? Because during the Vastrabharana Leela itself, Bhagavan has made a promise to the Gopikas that I will particularly do a Leelas for you. Because when Krishna is going for Gocharana, Madumeka Pogumbodhu, those Leelas are particularly for the Gopas. And if you see the Yajnapatni Leela, it is particularly for the Yajnapatnis. And if you see Govardhana Leela, it is for the entire Gokulam. So each people have their particular contribution. If you see in the Gokula Leelas, the Ulukula Leela is particularly for Yashoda. So Bhagavan particularly has a Leela for all his bhaktas. So if you see in each and every place when he goes and he steals all the butter, vennai, thair, pal, it is for the elder gopis. And if you see the Ulukala Leela, it is for Yashoda. And if you see the Govardhana Leela, it is for all the people, because he makes all the people to come there and they all have the bhagyam to be with Krishna. And similarly, if you see the Yajnapatni Leela, it is for the Yajnapatnis. And now if you see the Rasa Leela, it is particularly for the Gopikas. So Bhagavan has made a promise during Vastraparna Leela itself that I will particularly do a Leela along with you. So that night has come. So Sukacharya says, Bhagavan api taratri Sharadotpulla Mallikaha. It is Sharad Kalam. It's not Varsha Kalam, or it is not some other time. It is the Sharad Kalam. The Sharad Chandran is the most beautiful among all. If you see the Sharad Chandran, it is a Sharada Paurnima, we used to say. It is a full moon day. It is a full moon night. And it says that that night has come. And it is Bhagavan's Sankalpam that while before coming to this earth, in order to do Avataram, he has made a Sankalpam that he will do Rasa Leela. Because it is the ultimate Leela, so it is the Sankalpam of Bhagavan. So he tells that that night has come. So Rata Ratri. Thirdly, Shukacharya is eagerly waiting for him to tell this Rasa Leela. So initially, Parikshit didn't have that much pakkuvam or that much level to understand Rasa Leela. So he was waiting, when can I tell it, when can I tell it, when can I tell it? And finally, he has got this the opportunity where he can tell Rasa Leela how is. So Shukacharya himself, who is always embedded inside the Krishna Leelas, he says that that night has come because he feels that he is not separate from Krishna Leela. He is also a part of Krishna Leela. So he also says that that night has come. So Sharadutpulla Mallikaha Viksharantum Manaschakre Yogamayam Upashritaha. So it is the Sharad Paurnima and it is the evening time now. So it says that Tato Durajah Kakubhah Karairmukam Pracyam Vilimpan Arunena Shantamaihi Stacharshaninam Mujagat Chuchom Rijan Priyah Priyaya Iva Dirgadarshanaha. So first Bhagavan has entered the forest now. So he has really come to a conclusion and he is really happy that he has decided to do a Leela. So it says Viksha Rantum Manaschakre. So his mind, his heart is fully having an interest to do a play. So he's ready for it. So he says, so here Shukacharya says, Viksha Rantum Manaschakre. So immediately he thinks of Yogamaya Mupashritaha. What is Yogamaya here? Yogamaya is Bhagavan's divine Shakti. Yogamaya is Bhagavan's divine play. Yogamaya is Radha Devi herself. So Bhagavan to perform Rasa Leela, first thing that he needs is consent, right? So he needs Radha Devi here. So first he thinks of Radha Devi and says that Yogamaya Mupashritaha. And immediately Shukacharya explains the ambience there. So directly he goes to the rising up of the Chandran, rising up of the moon. Why? Because Chandran is considered as the heart of Bhagavan. Chandrama Manaso Jataha. It also comes in the Vedas. So it is Bhagavan's Sankalpam that everything is happening now. So in order to relate with that, Shukacharya explains how this Chandran comes out. So he says, Tato Turajaha Kakubhaha Karairmukam, who is the king of all the nakshatras, that Chandran. Because here it is Krishna Chandran here, who is the king of all the gopis now. So immediately you imagine the galaxy or imagine the sky, how it is. Now the Chandran comes out and immediately you can see several stars which can be surrounding it. Likewise, now Krishna alone is here. Don't think that Krishna alone is here. Immediately all the gopis, which are the nakshatrams, which are the stars for Krishna Chandra, they are all going to join him. Is being explained here by saying Udurajaha Kakubaha Karairmukham Vilimpan Arunena Shantamaihi. So slowly the moon is coming out. Once Krishna Avataram has happened, every day this moon will have a slight hesitation to come out, it seems. Because whenever it comes out, everyone will be saying that the most beautiful thing is Chandran. That too being the Paurnami Chandran is really beautiful. But that Paurnami Chandran will have an hesitation to come out. Why? Because of this Krishna Chandra. So when they compare Chandran with Krishna Chandra will be more beautiful than Chandra, it seems. So there is a slight hesitation for Chandra. But now Bhagavan has made the Sankalpam. So it rises quickly. It says, Tato Durajaha Kakubhah Karairmukham. So immediately if you see in the east direction, the Chandran comes out. So in order to know that Chandran is rising, like how in the morning when the sun rises, there will be Arunodayam before it. It is called Arunodayam, where the sky will be red in color. and slowly those redness will minimize, and then the sun comes out. And the sky will be blue, sky will be viewed, right? Likewise, even for during the Chandrodayam, this similarly happens. So, Prachyam Vilimpan Arunena Shantamaihi, because of that rays of the Chandran, first you can see a slight reddish color there, and from then the Chandran comes out. So, it says Priyaf Priyaya Iva Dirgadarshanaha. Since this is a Sringara Leela, a Sringara example is also given by Shukacharya here, stating Priyaf Priyaya Iva Dirgadarshanaha. A husband has been working in some other country, far off country, in a foreign land, and he has not seen his wife for several years. And after this husband gets the leave and he comes and sees his wife, and that moment how that wife's face will be glowing. Likewise, this when the Chandran has come out, the east side, the sky is glowing, like how a patni on seeing her husband will be really happy and jolly, and because of seeing him she will be having a bright face. So it is explained by saying that Priya Priyaya Iva Dirgadarshanaha. How the sky is looking red, like how a patni's face on seeing her husband will be brightened. Likewise, on seeing the Chandrodayam, the rays of the Chandran created a beautiful red color on the skies, and it is being explained here. Drishtva kumudvandama mandalam Ramananabam Navakunkumarunam Vanam Chatat Komala Gobhiranjitam Jagaukalam Vamadrisham Manoharam Drishtva Kumudvant. So Krishna sees everything. It is the Sharad Kalam, so all the flowers are blossoming, and it is beautifully said here, Sharad Utpulla Mallika. It is the evening time. If you see the Mallika Pushpa, it is blossoming, it seems, and the same words, it's how it's blossoming itself is explained in these words beautifully by saying Sharad Utpulla Mallika. It is blossoming. So the word is also Utpulla Mallika. It is relating with it. So it is beautifully stated that all the flowers are blossoming. A breezy wind is flowing, and if you see the water is flowing in the Yamuna river, and there Hamsa Pakshis are swimming in it, and there are ducks which are swimming in it. If you see rabbits moving here and there, we can see deers running here and there, and all the bees are running around the flowers. And if you get the atmosphere, the ambience, the environment itself is really beautiful, and it increases the Shinkaram, it increases the love. Such way the ambience is being created because of Krishna Sankalpa. So Krishna, on seeing everything, Vanam cha tat komala gobhiranjitam jagaukalam vamadrisham manoharam. He's coming with free hands only. He's not having anything in his hand, because he wants to do Rasa Leela, right? So in order to catch both the hands of the gopis and run and play along with them, he's coming with free hands. He's not having anything. But it is said here that Jagaukalam Vamadrisham Manoharam. But he's playing his flute, is being told here. Then how he got a flute? It is not very difficult for Krishna. He will take a bamboo stick and he will make 7 holes in it, and immediately he will start playing in it. Jagaukalam Vamadrisham Manoharam. It is said that in order to bring all the gopikas to his side, to the place where he is, which is full of beauty, and the ambience itself is really great, and Bhagavan is want to express his love for the gopis, so that he feels that this is the right situation for the gopis also to express their love and affection towards Krishna. So he immediately plays his flute, and immediately he plays. On hearing the flute, what he will play? There is nothing big there. If there is a Kamboji, or if there is a Kalyani, or whatever ragam, that is not important for Krishna, because whatever he plays, it will be divine. So what he plays, he says Radhe 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 iti sada rasiko maduram maduram hi muda gayati Radha vanamali. Bhagavan always plays only Radha Namam in his flute. So on hearing this Radha Namam, so this shows that he is initiating the gopis to come to him, so that he can initiate Rasa Leela. So it is said Nishamya Geetam Tadananga Vardhanam Vrajastriyaha Krishna Grihita Manasaha Ajagmuranyonyamalakshtodhyamaha Sayatra Kanto Javalola Kundalaha Nishamya Geetam. On hearing the beautiful Venuganam of Krishna, Tadanangavardhanam, they are generally immersed in Krishna's love. They are generally immersed in Krishna Bhakti only. They don't have any other thing to do. But it is specifically told here that Tadanangavardhanam, their love and affection is being increased by the flute of Bhagavan. Vrajastriyaha Krishna Grihita Manasaha. They are always indulged in Krishna. Their heart is always with Krishna only. If you see a gopi, when she goes to Yamuna to collect water, when she sees Yamuna, the black color of Yamuna makes her to remember Krishna's Rupam, and immediately she will sit and cry for Krishna. If you see a gopi who is going to take bath, she will be seeing Yamuna, and immediately she will be having Krishna's remembrance. And whatever activity, whatever work they do, and if you see, if a gopi goes and washes her clothes, on seeing those clothes, she will be remembered of Vastrabharana Leela, and she will be standing still. And if you see 4 pillars there in her house, she will consider it as itself as a rasam, where Bhagavan has been surrounded her, and she will be embracing it. So whatever activity if they do a small snake in their place, they will be thinking of Kali and Ardhanam. So whatever ambience, so whatever activity, so whatever the day-to-day activities that they do, everything and each and everything will be giving them Krishna remembrance only. But here it is specifically told that Krishna Grihita Manasaha. They are always in that state only. But it is specifically told why, because Krishna is calling them. Krishna is pulling them to the place where he is. They don't need a particular form of Krishna. They are always immersed in Krishna's Rupam. They are always immersed in Krishna's Leela. They are always immersed in Krishna Nama only. But here, particularly to do Rasam, Bhagavan is pulling them to the place, to the forest where he is. So it is told that Ajakmuhu Anyonyam Alakshitodyamaha. When we go outside, what we will be doing first we will be telling our parents that I'm going outside and coming, so you take care of the work or don't wait for me. Likewise, we'll be informing, right, who the elders are in the house or whoever is in charge for us. We'll be informing them, and then we will be going out. But it is told that Ajagmuhu Anyonyam Alakshitodyamaha. They have not informed anybody. Why? Because their heart is not with them. Why? Because they only if they have conscience, and only if they have that sense to inform, then only they can do it right. If there is a mad person, if a mad person is there and we complain that he is not taking care of his house properly, then what is the use in it? Because they are not, their senses are not with them. Their thinking process is not with them. Their mind and heart is not with them. It is being taken away by Krishna. So it is told that Krishna Grihita Manasaha. So there is no possibility for them to do any work. There is no possibility for them to inform others also. It is told that even the gopis have not informed the another gopi also. Hey, I'm going to see Krishna. You are coming with me. Likewise, there is no information, or there is no start to tell to her and go. There is nothing like that. Why? Because their heart is not with them. It is shown that they are not thinking of anything else, and they think only of Krishna, because their heart is not with them, it is with Krishna, and they are rushing towards Krishna. Sayatra Kanto Javalola Kundalaha. So Javalola Kundalaha, there the rings that are in their ear has been moving here and there, and the chain that they wear are moving here and there to show their rush, to show the fast and how quick they are moving towards to Krishna. Sayatra Kanto Javalola Kundalaha. And the activities that the gopis were doing is being told here, and it is also specified that how they are leaving it and coming to Krishna. Duhantyo abhiyayuh kaschite doham hitva samutsukaha payo adhishritya samyavam anudvasya parayayuh pariveshayantyaha tadhitva payayantyasya shunpayaha sushantyah patin kaschit ashnantyo apasya bhojanam limpantyah pramurjantyonya anjantyah kaschalochane Vyatyasta Vastrabharanaha Kachit Krishnantikam Yayuhu. How they are rushing. They have forgotten all their day-to-day activities. They have forgotten all their household work. They have forgotten their husbands. They have forgotten their children. They have forgotten their bandhus in their house. They have forgotten their cows and calves, and they are rushing towards Krishna. This is called real bhakti. You should not intend to leave them, but because of that bhakti, those activities, you have to forget it. So that is called the supreme bhakti. This is not a play, or this is not explained here this is not comically explained here. This is explained to show that the gopis are not intentionally doing it, but it is their want and love for Krishna that is making them, separating them from their household activities. So it is told that one gopi is burning the cows, and immediately on hearing this Madhura Geetam, they run. Then the another gopi is feeding her child, making her child to sleep, and she is leaving it and going towards Krishna. And another gopi is serving food for her husband. She leaves it and goes to Krishna. Another gopi is cooking food for her husband. She leaves it and she is running towards Krishna. One gopi, he is applying mai, that is ink, to her eyes, and immediately, even it is not completely done, and immediately she runs towards Krishna. One gopi is doing placing ornaments in their body and doing alankaram for herself. It is also not completed. So for one ear she has worn a ring and the other ear is not there. For the one hand, all the ornaments and the bracelets are present, the valayals are there. For the other hand, it is missing. For the neck, it is missing. So each Vyatyasta Vastra Bharanaha, even not properly clothed also, they are running towards Krishna. So this shows the urgency, and this shows that their mind and their heart are not with themselves, and they are rushing towards Krishna. And it is told that this is called real, this is what real bhakti is. You have to forget everything once you indulge yourself in that supreme bhakti. So immediately all the gopis rush and run towards Krishna, and Krishna is waiting for them only. He knows these gopis are running and rushing to come and see him, so he respects it. First he accepts it and he respects it and asks them to come, and he welcomes them. So immediately on seeing all the gopis there, he tells Swagatam vo Mahabhaga Priyam Kim Karavani Vaha Prajasya Anamayam Kaschit Bhuta Agamada Karanam Swagatam. So welcome, you please come. You have all come in this night time. You have come in this night time to see me. Vrajasya Anamayam Kaschit. What should I do for you? Priyam Kim Karavani Vaha. What Priyam, or what is the thing that I should do so that it will be liking to you? You will like it. What I should be doing? So on seeing the rush and seeing the way in which you have come, I have a doubt that whether there is any problem in Gokulam, because you are not properly wearing your vastras, you are not properly wearing your ornaments. You have one gopi has come with the Karandi itself, it seems. One gopi has come with all the things that she was holding in her hand. She didn't have the knowledge or didn't have the thought to leave them and come. போட்டது அப்படியே போட்டுட்டு வந்தான்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி she has left it, whatever is there she has left, whatever she is holding she has bought, that also it seems. So Krishna is asking, is there any problem in Gokulam? Is there any issue in Gokulam? So Vrajasya anamayam kaschit bhruta agamana karana. What is the reason that you have come? This is the right question to ask. They have been brought here only by Krishna, and he says that what is the reason you have come here? And he even further adds to it, Rajanyesha Gora Rupa Gora Sattva Nishevita Pratiyata Vrajamne Hastebhyam Stribhihi Sumadhyamaha. You are ladies, should not come out of your houses on this very untimed. This is not the right time to come out. It is the night. And Rajanyesha, if you see, it is fully dark here. It is really a dreadful place. You should not come here. Gora Rupa, if you see, it is really frightening. It's a dark, right? Gora Sattva Nishevita. This is the time where the spirits will be running. This is the time where the ghosts will be running. And this is the time where wild animals will be roaming here and there. We don't know to differentiate whether it is a sadhu animal or whether it is a wild animal. So there will be a problem for you. So Pratiyata, you don't stay here. If you see the first slogam, he has welcomed them. The first slogam, Swagatam. And he says, you are Mahabhaga. That is, the term should be told only by Bhagavan, it seems. Because you are very fortunate. Bhagavan tells, Swagatam vo Mahabhaga Bhagyavatigal. You are the most fortunate in the world because you have rum and rush and standing in front of me. And in this second shloka, he says, Pratiyata. First slogam, it is contradicting. First slogam, he has asked the gopis to come. He is welcoming them. The second shloka, he is saying, Pratiyata, don't stay here. Steyam stribhihi sumadhyamaha. Why are you here? So you leave immediately. This is not the place for ladies. This is not the place for ladies. And this very night you should not be here. So you leave. So first contradiction. First in this shloka again, then he is telling, oh, I think that you have come to enjoy the beauty of this forest. See, this is also contradicting. He says, Drishtam vanam kusumitam rakesha kararanjitam yamuna nila nilaijat tarupallava shobhitam tadyacha machiram goshtam shushudhvam patin satihi krandanti vatsa balascha tan payayata duhyata. So in this in the last shloka, he told that the forest itself is frightening and it is really dark here. And he said that very wild animals will be here and it will be harming you. And now in this shloka, he says, Drishtam vanam kusumitam. Gopis, see this forest. It is really beautiful, no? How the flowers have been blossoming. See how the Chandran is there. See, you see how the bees are running here and there to each and every flowers. You see rabbits running here. You see deers running here. You see the Yamuna, how beautifully the water is flowing there. How contradicting again. Again, he is telling that the Vrajam is really bad and it is dark and it is frightening. And now again he is telling it is really beautiful. This is also contradicting. And thirdly, he tells the Gopi to go because they have left all their household activities and come. They have left their household activities. One Gopi was wearing the cows and immediately she has left it and come, right? So Krishna is telling her to go and do that duty. Then one Gopi is being serving her husband. She has rushed here. So Krishna tells her to go and do that duty. One Gopi has been making a child to sleep and she has left that child there and it is crying there. She's not even have any thought or thinking about it. So Krishna tells you go there. Krandanti vatsa balascha, the calves and the babies are crying there. Your family members and your husbands and all others are waiting for you. Susrushadhvam patin satihi. So you go there, you take care of them. You should not come here. And you have come right. That is also correct. He's saying that is also athava vadavisnehat bhavatyo yantrita ashayaha agata hyupapannam vaha priyante mai jantavaha. It is really common that all the beings in this world will have love towards me. So it is no wrong or it is not a mistake that you have come rushing. That is also right. Athapi athava madabhisneha. Though you have come here for the love and affection you share and you show for me, then that is also right. This is also contradicting here. And then he is explaining three dharmas to the gopis, and which is also contradicting because they are people who have not wantedly left those activities and come. Their bhakti has forced them to do so. So ava tada nanechikama tanave adu avala uttu poiduthu. So it is not that they wantedly leaving all their household duties and coming. It is a love that has made them to forget their household duties. So here Bhagavad explains the Stri Dharmam to gopis and he says, Bhartushushrushanam Strinam Paro Dharmo Hyamayaya Tad Bandhunam Cha Kalyanyaha Prajanam Chanuposhanam. He says, Bhartushushrushanam Strinam, the greatest dharma for a lady or for a household woman is she should take care of her husband and she should do the duties to serve her husband. Paro dharmo hyamayaya, without any kalmasham or without expecting something in return, she should do all the service to her husband. Tat bandhunam cha kalyanyaha, not alone for the husband and the relatives of her husband also. That is the father-in-law, mother-in-law, whoever is there in their house, whoever the husband asks her to service, she should do for them. Tad bandhunam cha kalyanyaha prajanam chanuposhanam, and she should take care of the children in the house. Prajanam chanuposhanam. This is considered the prime duty of a household lady. Even whether the husband have some faults also, whether the husband is not good also, dushilo durbhago vruddho jado rogi adhano piva patistri bhirna hatavyo loke psubihi apataki. Dushilo is not in good character. Durbhago, he is a person who doesn't involve himself in good activities. He is always doing adharma works. Vriddha, if he is old, if he is jadam, he is not capable of doing anything. Whether he is being prone to several diseases, rogi, adhano piva, even though he doesn't have any money, pati stribhihi nahatavyo, the wife should at any case, she should not leave her husband. மனைவி எப்பவுமே கணவரை திரஸ்காரம் பண்ணிடக்கூடாது. பதி ஸ்திரீபிஹி ந ஹாதவ்யோ லோகேப்சுபிஹி அபாதகி. So he explains this three dharma for gopis and tells them to go back to their home. And then again he speaks, even though you are going to your homes, you don't just do service to them. There is also other opportunities to think about me. So Shravanat, Darshanat, Dhyanat, Mai Bhavo, Anukirtanat. So you listen to my stories. You have darshan of my divine Rupam. Dhyanat, always think about my divine Leelas. Always think about my divine form. Bhavo, Mai Bhavo, Anukirtanat. Always do my Nama Sankirtanam. Natatha Sannikarshena Pratiyata Tato Grihan. Now he has explained Loka Dharma. He has explained these three dharma for ladies in first 2 shlokas. And now in this shloka, he is telling you, listen to my stories. You do puja to me, you do my dhyanam, you do my kirtans. So this is Bhagavata Dharma. If one should follow Loka Dharma, then he can't follow Bhagavata Dharma. If one person follows Bhagavata Dharma, he can't follow Loka Dharma. So the entire talk or the entire Upadesham, what Krishna tells, all the things are contradicting. Because these Upadeshams doesn't stand for gopis at all. Because it is told by Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita, if a person who is always having the contemplation of Bhagavan in his heart, he doesn't have any work to do. He doesn't means that he can't do any work. Why? Because he is always doing dhyanam of Krishna. How he will not be having the thought to have food. He will not be having the thought to have water. He will not be having a thought to take bath. Even those activities will be forgotten by him. Not that the household activities are அவனுக்குன்னு கொடுத்த பொறுப்பு, அவனுக்குன்னு கொடுத்த வேலையை மட்டும் விடுறான் இல்ல. He can't take care of his basic needs also. If you see Jada Bharata, did he had a thought to take bath? Did he had a thought to have food? Did he had a thought to tell that I don't want food? Nothing is there for him. Why? Because he's always contemplating on Bhagavan. In his heart is all Yastvatva Ratirevasyat Atma Triptascha Manavaha Atmanyevacha Santushtaha Tasya Karyam Na Vidyate. There is no work, or you can't tell him to do anything. Because he's not fit for any of these, he's only fit for doing dhyanam of Krishna. It is for jnanis. For jnanis, Bhagavan is telling it is for if they are constantly contemplating on the Atman. And if you see for the gopis, it is instead of the Atman, it is Krishna. So there is no difference for them. They will be always contemplating Krishna. So it is these Upadeshams which is being told by gopis is not at all suitable for them. Not for Krishna, it is not at all suitable for gopis. And each Upadesham is conflicting. So what the gopis are doing, they have come in a great heart, they have come with a great expectation, and they have come with total love and affection, so that Krishna will be doing Rasa Leela with them, and immediately the entire thought has been made a bhangam. Krishna has spoiled everything by speaking all of this, so they don't know what to do. So there are tears filling their eyes, their body is moving, shaking here and there, their heads are down, they don't know what to do. All on the Vadatta of the Kadichikara, they are expressing the disappointment in them to all these things. அப்புறம் கால்னால இந்த கால்னால நகத்தினால அப்படி தரைய கீறறாளாம். So all these things are being told so that uru dukkha bharaha smatushnim. இதான் பேசணும் இல்லையா? They should talk, right? கிருஷ்ணா இவ்வளவு பேசியிருக்கானே, அதுக்கு ஏதாவது சொல்லணும் இல்லையா? They don't know what to do. Because they are in a state of, they are standstill because they didn't expect Krishna will be speaking these things. They felt that Krishna will immediately do Rasa Leela with them. But it is not so. So slowly they are regaining consciousness. Slowly they are coming to the reality that Krishna is asking them to leave. They are now only understood it. So netre vimrijya ruditopahate smakinchit sambramba gadgadagiro abruvata anuraktaha. So slowly they clear their tears. They come to they understand what Krishna is telling, and now they have decided to speak to Krishna. They are getting the confidence. They are speaking to Krishna, telling that this is called Pranaya Gita. It is the Geetam that has been told out of love, as Krishna is asking them to leave. So they are not interested in it, and they are telling that they are very much, they want to be with Krishna and enjoy this night with Rasa Leela. So for that they are going to speak Maivam Vibho Arhati Bhavan Gaditum Drishamsam Santyajya Sarva Vishayan Stavapada Moolam Bhakta Bhajasva Duravagraha Matyajasman Devo Yathadi Purusho Bhajate Mumukshun Yatpatya Patya Suhrdam Anuvritti Ranga Strinam Swadharma Iti Dharma Vidastwayoktam Astvevametad Pade Twayishe Preshto Bhavan Stanubhrutam Kila Bandhuratma Kurvanti hi Twairatim Kushala Swatman Nityapriye Pati Sutadi Virarti Daihkim Tannaf Prasida Parameshwaramasma Chindyam Asham Bhrutam Twaichirad Aravinda Netra Maivam Vibho Arhati Bhavan Gaditum Drishamsam. Really feeling here. They can't bear it. They are really disappointed, and they say that Krishna, we didn't expect that you will be speaking these harsh words. What did Krishna scold them? Krishna tittidana, Krishna panana? No, it is not like that. But here they are telling that you have spoken really harsh to us, Krishna. That doesn't suit your character. That doesn't suit your form, because you are a Lord. You are so lovable. You are a lot for Rasikas, you are a lot for Bhavukas, you are a lot for Bhagavatottamas and Bhaktas, who are having a very heart which is very tender. கோமலமான ஹிருதயம் உள்ளவாளுக்கு தானே கிருஷ்ணன் இல்லையா? Krishna is for bhaktas who have a very tender heart, who have a very soft heart, and who do lalita bhakti. The தெய்வமே அப்படி இருக்கு, பக்தாலும் அப்படி இருக்கா. So Krishna's words should also be like the same, right? But Krishna has spoken really harsh words. So what is the harshness? That they have asked he has asked gopis to leave. That is the most harshful word that he has spoken. And they told you respect the state in which we are. You are asking us to leave. You see how we have come. Santyajya sarva vishayan stava pada moolam. We are your bhaktas, right? Bhaktaha bhajasva. You have accepted us as your bhaktas. Because that's why you have told Swagatam vo Mahabhaga. You have told for the most fortunate people, Bhagyavathigalé inga vaangonu கூப்பிட்டது எதனால? Because of the bhakti that Krishna has accepted and he has recognized their bhaktis, and now for that bhakti to be recognized, what is the state in which gopis are? It is Santyajya sarva vishayan. They have left all the thoughts and all the activities. They have left it everything. All the worldly pleasures have been left. Their family, even the child. Can a lady leave her small child who has been crying? She has left off everything, and the gopis have come. And Krishna duravagraha matyajasman. Matyajasman engala vittudare. You are asking us to leave, so you don't leave us. You always keep a hold on us. We are your property. We are your dasya. We are your dasis. We are your servants. Devo yathadi purusho bhajate mumukshun. I will give you an example. You know Narayana, right? Narayana, you know him, right? So how he see his quality? He says, Devo yathadi purusho bhajate mumukshun ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. This is Krishna's words only, which is being going to tell by him at the later portion. And now that is being taken by gopis, and those gopis say, is there a habit for the Narayana to leave his bhaktas? If a bhakta has left everything, ananyas chintayantomam, he has left out all other things, there is no second thought for him. His only thought is Krishna. He will always be thinking of him. Ye janaha paryupasate. If a person who does it regularly, who often does it, who regularly does it without any gap, ye janaha paryuktesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga, I will be taking care of that. That is your words only, no? So that is the words of Narayana. Narayana is like that. Krishna, you also be like that. Devo yathadi purusho bhajate mumukshun. You told us that we should do our household duties regularly. We should not leave our household duties and come here. But we really know that we are doing our household duties properly. ஒரு குறையும் வைக்காம எல்லாம் ஒழுங்கா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். Why? Because you have been giving darshan to us. If we are not in our dharma and we are not following it, and we leave it purposefully and come here, you not have given us darshan. And you are telling that we should be doing our duties. We really know that we are being following our dharma and we are regularly doing our duties. எதையும் குறைவே இல்லை. We are doing without any gap, or we are not stopping it, because only we have got your darshan. Yatpatyapatya suhridam anuvrittiranga Strinam swadharma iti dharma vidastvayoktam. You have told all the dharmas to us, and that is really right. But we will tell you one thing. We have got your darshan and we have got your bhakti only because that we have done our duties regularly. And the second thing here is preshto bhavan stanubhritam kila bandhuratma. The way we serve our husbands, the way we do service to his members of the family, the way we take care of the child, everything will come and equate to you only, Krishna. And similarly, if we do all those to you also, there is no difference. Why? Because you are always the Atma and Bandhu, the Preshtan who is present in their hearts. You are the person who is present inside, right? So only that you are present inside them, I can recognize them as my husband. Once when you are present only, I can recognize them as my child. Once when only you are present only, I can recognize myself also. So it is a essence of Brihadaranya Upanishad is what is told by the gopis here. We tell that Arivondrum illada Aikulathu is being told in the Pasurams, but here the gopis are speak at length about Brihadaranya Upanishad. And they say that the love towards the family, the love that we have to the children, the love that we show to our husband, the love that we show to the worldly properties or the house or the friends and relatives that we have is only because the love that we have for our Atma. Once that Atma is present, only we can recognize and identify all of these, right? So even though we do service to you, and it is equivalent to doing service to our family only. If we do service to our family, it is doing service to you only. So you are the Preshtan, you are the Bandhu, you are the Atma present in all the Jivas. So doing service to you and being with you is really the whole purpose of this human birth. So you don't send us back. And we are always thinking of you only. Chittam sukhena bhavata apahritam griheshu yannirvishatyutakaravapi grihya kritye padau padam na chalatastava padamulat yamah katham vrajamato karavama kimba. And the gopis tell that we are not suitable, hereafter we are not suitable to do household activities. Why? Because our heart has been totally captured by you. Chittam sukhena bhavata. We don't do any severe penance, or we don't do severe practices so that our mind and heart will always be thinking of you. That is the activities done by yogis or tapasvis. We are not like that. We don't do any sadhana because our heart generally, gradually, it moves towards you. For a river to run towards an ocean, should there be anything to be done? Generally, the rivers will always flow towards the ocean, right? So for that, in order to store water, we have to construct a big dam. But in order to make the water to flow to the ocean, we don't need to do any activity. It will generally flow, right? Likewise, our heart gradually and generally and always flows towards you. Chittam sukhena bhavata apahritam griheshu. So we can't do any of the household activities. Our hands and our legs are stagnant here. We can't do anything. Padau padam na chalataha. It won't move. Our hands will not do all the household works because it is always been involved in your service and always also want to be involved at your service only. Padau padam na chalataha. Karau api grihya kritya. Our hands will not do household works. Can't do household works. Our leg, our body, all the senses is always contemplating on you. So we can't do any other thing. So yamah katham vrajamato karavama kimba. So you are telling us to leave. So there is no purpose at all for it. And if even speaking all these, even you want us to leave now, then we can tell one thing, one guarantee that if we start home, if we move a second from here, our lives will go. We can't bear that separation. We can't bear your separation. Sinchanganas twadadharamrita purakena. Your beautiful smile, hasa, avaloka, the beautiful kataksham that you have, kalagita, the playful talks that you do, the akhrichayagnim, because our heart is totally consumed by those. And if we have this separation, and if we are separated from all this, then that viraham, that want of your beauty, the want for your beautiful talks, the want for your beautiful kataksham, aduve enga odambalam erichirum. We can't bear it. So no ched vayam virahajagni upayukta deha. That fire and that separation itself will kill us. So if we move away from here, then there is no possibility for us to live. So it is now in your hands. So Purusha Bhushana Dehi Dasyam. So you take care of us. So we have submitted entirely to you, and now we are your dasi. So your primary duty is that you must give Kainkariam to us. You have to accept us as your dasis, and you have to do Kainkariam to us. We have to do Kainkariam to you. So you have to provide us with Kainkariam, that is Rasa Leela. So it is beautifully explained by the gopis here in Pranaya Geetam. And immediately Krishna, on listening to the words of these gopis, he has really understood how he really praises their love and affection, their bhakti to Krishna. So Bhagavan immediately does a small rasam. Pagiyamana udgayan vanitashata yutapaha malam vibhrat vaijayanti vyacharan mandayan vanam nadyah pulinamavishya gopibihi himavalukam reme tattarala ananda kumuda moda vayuna. So he takes them to the Pulinam. He takes them to the Manu of the Yamuna, and their entire Krishna is standing in the center, and all the gopis are surrounding him, and a small rasam is happening here. Immediately, the gopikas get a saubhaka matam, that they feel that all the devas have come on the skies, and all the Gandharvas are singing, all the Devastris are doing Pushpa Varsham. So on seeing everything, the gopis feel that, see how how fortunate we are. எவ்வளவு பாக்யசாலி நம்ம, that this Bhagavan Krishna, he is playing with us, he is doing leela with us. So see how fortunate we are. So when immediately this gopis got this thought, Krishna immediately tatraiva antaradhiyata, he disappears there. So immediately these gopis can't bear his separation. They have already told, right, that they can't be separated from him. Immediately they will lose their life. But since Bhagavan has done a small rasam with them, now because of that rasam, they are bearing their life. So now immediately the gopis rush here and there to search for Krishna. Antarhite Bhagavati sahasaiva vrajanganaha atapyanstat achakshanaha karinya iva yutapam. So they run here, they run there, they go in search of Krishna and they can't find. So they ask the Mother Earth, they ask all the trees there, they ask all the flowers there, they ask all the chedi, kodi, ennalla irukko ellathilum they are poi asking where Krishna is. Did you see Krishna? Did you see Krishna? And finally they come and pray in front of Tulasi Devi and say, Kachit Tulasi Kalyani Govinda Charada Priye Sahatvali Kulairi Bibhat Drishtasto Atipriyo Achyutaha. Krishna is really fond of you. Krishna shows his love towards you. So you please tell. We know that Krishna has definitely touched you because of the Pulakankitam that you are having. The goosebumps that you are feeling is very much evident and shows that Krishna has seen you. So immediately a cool breeze flows and this Tulasi chedi turns in one direction. So immediately on seeing in that direction, the Gopikas can see the divine feet, the impression of Krishna. His feet's impression is being seen. So he has been walking in the sand, he has gone in front. So immediately they rush there. And immediately on reaching there, they could see another footprints also. So they understand that that is the footprint of a gopi whom Krishna has carried. He has taken along with him. He has left all these gopis, but he has taken one gopi. That gopi is only Radha Devi, because Radha Devi can't have Saubhagamatam, right? So they see is the total form of that pure bhakti of Krishna. So she can't have that Saubhagamatam. So Krishna has taken her. And on seeing the beautiful footprints of Krishna, this gopi cries, these gopis cry on seeing it. Danya aho amiyalyo govindangri abjare navaha yan brahmesho ramadevi dadhyurmudhni aganuttayesi. The divine sands that has the footprints of Krishna. So we have seen it. That is our greatest blessing. Danya aho amiyalyo. Alyo means the sand there. This is the sand which is being taken on the head by Brahma, taken by Parameshwara, which has been taken by Rama Devi also, Devi Lakshmi. So all of them are wanting, they are run to get, they are wanting this sand which has the impression of Krishna, and we have got it very easily. So on seeing it, they fall on it, they do namaskaram in it, they do pradakshanam on it. They can't bear this separation. But can Radha Devi bear these gopis separation? Though she has gone with Krishna, what is Radha's real swarupam? Tam Radhikam Mama Gurum Sharanam Prapadye. Radha is the ultimate guru who joins the bhaktas with Bhagavan. So that is the Karunyam, that is the Karunai of Tayar. That is Radha Devi here. So she wants to join that gopis and she wants to take all the gopis and put them at the feet of Krishna. So ஒரு சௌபக மதம் வந்த மாதிரி ராதா நடிச்சா. She acted that she had a madam. ந பாரயேஹம் சலித்தும் நயமாம் யத்ர தே மனஹா ஏவ முக்தஹ பிரியாமாஹ ஸ்கந்த ஆருஹ்யதாமிதி. She had a thought. She did enacted that she is also having a Saubhagamatam, thinking that I am so fortunate when compared to these gopis also. The gopis thought that they are more fortunate when compared to the Devatas three, because they didn't get this Krishna's Leela to take part in this Krishna's Leela. So they got a Saubhagamatam and they have been left behind by Krishna. Now Radha Devi is thinking that she is more fortunate than all other gopis because Krishna has left them, but Krishna has not left Radha and he is taking her along with him. So immediately on getting this thought, only Krishna leaves Radha Devi also. And he leaves Radha Devi, and immediately Radha Devi cries and shouts, and she is telling other gopis that I am waiting for you here. Ha Natha, ha Ramana Preshta, Kwasi Mahabhuja, dasyaste kripanaya me sakhe darshaya sannidhim, on shouting ha natha ha ramana ha Krishna. All other gopis on hearing this voice, they understand that this is the voice of Radha and she is waiting there, and they immediately rush towards Radha, and they all with folded hands, then they say to her that we felt that you are really fortunate and we are really happy that you are with Krishna, and now Krishna has left you also. So immediately Radha Devi assembles all the gopis. She takes them back to the Pulinam. She takes them back to the Yamuna as Madhu, where they first initially did Rasa Leela, and she collected, they arranged all the gopis, they were there, and immediately she says that we must do which is very much Krishna likes, which Krishna likes the most, which Krishna is really fond of, that is his Nama Sankirtana. So Krishna, we have not done bhakti which will please Krishna. That's why he has left us. So if we do the thing, if we do the sadhana which Bhagavan really likes, which Bhagavan really wants, if we do that, he will show his affection to us also. So let us all assemble. So she says, tanmanaskaha tathalapaha tadvicheshtas tadatmikaha tadgunaneva gayantyo natmagarani sasmaruhu punah pulinamagatya kalindya Krishna bhavanaha samaveta jaguh krishnam tadagamana kankshitaha tat agamana kankshitaha. In order to have the darshan of Krishna, in order to Krishna to come in front of them, they again went to the Pulinam of Yamuna, and immediately Krishna bhavanaha, they were always thinking of Krishna. Samaveta jaguh krishnam, they all joined together jaguh krishnam, they did Nama Sankirtanam of it. And he Sukacharya explains how that Nama Kirtanam was. Tan manaskaha, their manas, that is their heart, was always thinking of Krishna, that is of Krishna. Tad alapaha, that is the words that they speak, that is also about Krishna. Tad vicheshtaha, the cheshtitam, that is the leelas is already they are doing anukarnam of all the leelas. Tad atmikaha, if one person indulges his mind, if one person indulges his heart, if one person indulges his what all he speaks, if one person indulges all his activities, always thinking manasu, vak, shariram, if all these three are, all the three are submitted at the feet of Krishna, then tadatmikaha, so he can't have any other thought, he can't have any, he can't indulge in any other activity. So tadgunaneva gayantyo, they're always contemplating on Krishna's guna, always speaking of it, always doing anukarnam of it, always singing about it. So natmagara nisasmaruhu, they didn't think of their homes, they have left by Krishna. So what is the thought that should immediately come for them? That they should be thinking of their house, they should be thinking of their husbands, they should be thinking of their children, but they didn't get that thought. They didn't have the thought of themselves also, because tad atmikaha, they themselves are in Krishna's ecstasy only. So they are always in that state, in being in such situation. Now they chant Gopika Geetam, they sing Gopika Geetam, then Krishna is going to give them their divine darshan. With that, we will complete these 2 chapters. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam, Govinda Govinda, Sadguru Maharaj ki jai. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Sadguru Maharaj ki jai.
Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. ராதே ராதே ஜி, பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருந்தது, ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. நீங்க இன்னும் நிறைய இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் போவேல் எதிர்பார்த்துட்டே இருந்தோம், நீங்க முடிக்க போறே வருத்தமா இருந்தது. அவ்வளோ அருமையா இருந்தது, அப்படியே கேட்டுட்டே இருக்கணும் போல இருக்கு. அதுவும் ராசியிலே கேட்கவே வேண்டாம். அது நீங்க ஒவ்வொரு ஒரு ஸ்லோகம் இல்ல, ஒரு ஸ்லோகத்துல ஒரு ஒரு சப் ஸ்லோகம் எடுத்துட்டு அதையே சூப்பரா ரொம்ப அழகா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன். ஸோ ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது கதாதரன்ஜி. we enjoyed a lot. Namaskaram to Guruji, that this pravachan and the Parayanam continues, and he has ஒரு சைடு கடாட்சம் இல்லையா, ஒரு சின்ன அப்படி ஒரு கடாட்சம் இப்படி இந்த ஹியூஸ்டன் இந்த பிரவச்சன் இது மேல இருந்துட்டே இருக்கட்டும் அவருக்கு. ஸோ நம்ம அப்படியே நடந்துட்டே போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம். ஸோ பிக் ராதே ராதே டு யூ கதாதரன்ஜி, ரொம்ப ரொம்ப பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருந்தது. ராதே ராதே.
ராதே 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 ராதே. Thank you.
கதாஜி ராதே ராதே. ஒரு சின்ன கொஸ்டின், அதாவது ராதாவோட இது வந்து ரொம்ப ரகசியமா தான் இருக்கு இல்லையா இந்த இடத்துல? எந்த ஸ்லோகத்தை வந்து அந்த ராதையோட இது ரகசியமா இருக்கிற ஸ்லோகம் எந்த இடம்?
அது வந்து இங்க வந்து ராதேன்னு வராது, ஒரு கோபின்னு தான் வரும். மகாத்மா பெரியோர்லாம் அதை எடுத்து மகாத்மாக்கள்லாம் அப்படி அதுக்கு அர்த்தம் பண்ணியிருக்கா, அது ராதேன்னு எடுத்துட்டு. ராதேன்னு ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா
எக்ஸ்பிளிசிட்டா வரல. அது எந்த ஸ்லோகம்? அது
எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா இல்ல. அந்த ஸ்லோகமா ஒரே நிமிஷம் வந்து சொல்றேன்.
நம்ம ஸ்மரணை பண்ணிக்கலாம் இல்லையா, அதனால கேட்டேன்.
கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா. 30th சாப்டர்ல தைஸ்தைஃப் பதைஹி தத்பதவீம் அன்விச்சந்தியோ அக்ரதோ பலாஹ. 26th ஸ்லோகம்.
30:26.
யா வத்வாஹா பதைஹி சுப்ருக்தானி. ஸோ இன் ஃப்ரண்ட் ஆஃப் கிருஷ்ணாஸ் அந்த இம்ப்ரெஷனுக்கு முன்னாடி தே ஆர் சீயிங் இம்ப்ரெஷன் ஆஃப் அ கோபி. வத்வானா ஒரு லேடி, பெண்ணுன்னு சொல்றா. ஸோ ஐம் சேயிங் தட் வது, வத்வா, ஆமா வது, வது சப்தம் தான் அது. அது பார்க்கறதுனால அவ வந்து இது யாரா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கறதுனால கஸ்யாஹா பதானி சைத்தானி. ஸோ கேட்கறாவா.
அதான் வத்வாஹன்னா ப்ளூரல்ல சொல்றதா இல்லாட்டா ஒரே வதுதான்?
வதுதான் சிங்குலர் தான்.
சிங்குலர் தான்.
ஆமா,
நல்லது ஜி. ராதே ராதே.
அதுதான் அந்த ஸ்லோகம். யா ஓகே.
அது 26th ஸ்லோகம். அது எப்படி அமையறதுன்னா 26ன்றது வந்து பகவானோட தத்துவமே 26 தத்துவம்பா. எண்ணிலும் வரும் எண்ணினி வேண்டும் அப்படின்னு 26th நம்பர். இந்த நம்பர் 26 பகவான் பரமாத்மா நம்பர். எண்ணிலும் வரும் எண்ணினி வேண்டுவோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவா இல்லையா. என்ன அந்த எண் நம்பர்னா எண் as well as the thought. அது 26 நம்பர் வந்து பகவானே குறிக்கும் அப்படின்பா. நல்லது நல்லது.
ஓகே. யா
ராதே ராதே.
ராதே ராதே. ராதே ராதே.
Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. We'll do few Madhura Geetam and then Aarti. யார் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்? ஜெனிஜி குழந்தை இருக்காளா?
ராதே ராதே இருக்காங்க ஜெயனா.
Since we all enjoyed the Rasa Leela Brahmajan, we decided to sing this song. Gopika Jeevanaswaranam Govinda Govinda Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Kalindi Gatakunja Bhavane Kridati Saki Vanamani. Kalindi Gatakunja Bhavane Kridati Saki Vanamani. Kamini Kujatata Kumkuma Pankila Vakshasthala Smita Shali. Kamini Kujatata Kumkuma Pankila Vakshasthala Smita Shali. Sharada Chandra Chandrika Ranjita Rasa Mahotsavakari. Sharada Chandra Chandrika Ranjita Rasa Mahotsavakari. Narada Pramukha Muni Jana Mandala Nirmala Hridaya Vihari. Narada Pramukha Muni Jana Mandala Nirmala Hridaya Vihari. Vallabha Vanita Mandala Chirta Mohana Muralidhari. Vallabha Vanita Mandala Chirta Mohana Muralidhari. Pallava Komala Padayuga Shobhita Manmaya Nupuradhari. Pallava Komala Padayuga Shobhita Manmaya Nupuradhari. Gokula Nari Mandala Chumbana Rasikaka. Gokula Nari Mandala Chumbana Rasikaka. Koti Manmata Sundaro Mangala Charita Swami. Koti Manmata Sundaro Mangala Charita Swami. Vrindaranyaka Bhurva Vrinda Nibida Marga Sanchari. Vrindaranyaka Bhurva Vrinda Nibida Marga Sanchari. Premika Bhavuka Marga Mandala Ranjana Kunja Vihari. Premika Bhavuka Bharta Mandala Ranjana Kunja Vihari. Kalindi Tata Kunja Bhavane Kridati Saki Vanamani. कालिन्दी तटकुञ्ज भवने क्रीडति सखि वनवासी।
रास बिहारी लाल की जय।
Jai.
राधे।
Beautiful, beautiful. Krishna Subhatra, thank you.
Thank you, Jeji Mama.
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Next yaar paarren? மகாலட்சுமி ஜி நீங்க பாடலா?
பாடுறேன் ஜெயஜி, ஒரு சின்ன பாட்டு பாடுறேன். மின்னல் போலன்று என் வாழ்வில், மின்னல் போலன்று என் வாழ்வில் ஒரு கணம் தோன்றி மறைந்ததேனோ, ஒரு கணம் தோன்றி மறைந்ததேனோ, மின்னல் போலன்று என் வாழ்வில் என்னை ஆட்கொண்டதை மறந்தனையோ, என்னை ஆட்கொண்டதை மறந்தனையோ, இல்லை தவறுதலாகத்தான் ஆட்கொண்டனையோ, தவறுதலாகத்தான் ஆட்கொண்டனையோ, வினை வழி வாழ்க்கை என இருந்தனையோ, வினை வழி வாழ்க்கை என இருந்தனையோ, தினை அளவும் பக்தி இல்லை என நினைத்தனையோ, தினை அளவும் பக்தி இல்லை என நினைத்தனையோ, மின்னல் போலன்று என் வாழ்வில் என்னால் உனக்கு ஆவது ஒன்றுமில்லை, என்னால் உனக்கு ஆவது ஒன்றுமில்லை, என்னாலும் நான் உன் திருவடி நிழலில், என்னாலும் நான் உன் திருவடி நிழலில், மன்னாலும் பதவியும் வேண்டேன் கண்ணா, மன்னாலும் பதவியும் வேண்டேன் கண்ணா, நன்னாளாம் நீ வரும் திருநாளை பார்த்திருப்பேன், நன்னாளாம் நீ வரும் திருநாளை பார்த்திருப்பேன், மின்னல் போலன்று என் வாழ்வில் கோபிகா ஜீவன ஸ்மரணம் கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா சத்குருநாத் மகாராஜ் கி ஜெய். ராதே ராதே.
ராதே ராதே.
ராதே ராதே ஜெயஜி.
ராதே ராதே.
ஒரு மதுரை கீதம் பாடலாமா?
பாடுங்க அம்மா, அடுத்தது நீங்க பாடுங்கம்மா. சங்கர்ஜி பாடின அப்புறம்
மாதவன் பாடுறேன்றக்கா ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
राधे राधे. गोपिका जीवन स्मरणम गोविंदा गोविंदा सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. मंद मंद चलत सुगंध पवन यमुना तट में प्यार, मंद मंद चलत सुगंध पवन यमुना तट में प्यार, आनंद बयान निरतत निरतत रास विहारी वृषभानु दुलारी, आनंद बयान निरतत निरतत रास विहारी वृषभानु दुलारी, मन्मथ मोहित महावैभव माधव राधा गांधर्व परिणय, मन्मथ मोहित महावैभव माधव राधा गांधर्व परिणय, संत जनों का नित्य कुतूहल अतुल रसमय प्रणय भावलय,
संत जनों का नित्य कुतूहल अतुल रसमय प्रणय भावलय, राधे कृष्ण प्रिय राधे जय राधे कृष्ण प्रिय राधे, राधा प्रियंबर जय कृष्ण, राधा प्रियंबर जय कृष्ण, जय राधे कृष्ण प्रिय राधे, जय राधे कृष्ण प्रिय राधे।
मंद मंद चलत सुगंध पवन यमुना तट में प्यार, मंद मंद
चलत सुगंध
पवन यमुना तट में प्यार।
जीवन स्मरण गोविंदा गोविंदा।
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। राधे राधे।
Beautiful, Mother Band. Awesome. Thank you. Radhe, Radhe.
राधे।
Amma.
ചെത്തി മന്ദാരം തുളസി പിച്ചകമാലക ചാർത്തി ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ നിന്നെ കണി കാണണം. ചെത്തി മന്ദാരം തുളസി പിച്ചകമാലകൾ ചാർത്തി ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ നിന്നെ കണി കാണണം. അഗതിയ മയിൽപ്പീലി ചൂടിക്കൊണ്ടും മഞ്ഞത്തൂകിൽ ചുറ്റിക്കൊണ്ടും മണിക്കുഴലൂതിക്കൊണ്ടും കണി കാണണം. മയിൽപ്പീലി ചൂടിക്കൊണ്ടും മഞ്ഞത്തൂകിൽ ചുറ്റിക്കൊണ്ടും മണിക്കുഴലൂതിക്കൊണ്ടും കണി കാണണം. എത്തി മന്ദാരം തുളസി പിച്ചകമാലകൾ ചാർത്തി ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ നിന്നെ കണി കാണണം. വാഗച്ചാർത്തു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ വാസനപ്പൂ അണിയുമ്പോൾ ഗോപികമാർ കൊതിക്കുന്നോരുടൽ കാണാകണം. വാഗച്ചാർത്തു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ വാസനപ്പൂ അണിയുമ്പോൾ ഗോപികമാർ കൊതിക്കുന്നോരുടൽ കാണണം. ചെത്തി മന്ദാരം തുളസി പിച്ചകമാലകൾ ചാർത്തി ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ നിന്നെ കണി കാണണം. അഗതിയ മടിയന്റെ അശ്രു വീണു കുതിർന്നൊരി അവൽ പൊതി കൈക്കൊള്ളുവാൻ കണി കാണണം. അഗതിയ മടിയന്റെ അശ്രു വീണു കുതിർന്നൊരി അവൽ പൊതി കൈക്കൊള്ളുവാൻ കണി കാണണം. ചെത്തി മന്ദാരം തുളസി പിച്ചകമാലകൾ ചാർത്തി ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ നിന്നെ കണി കാണണം. ചെത്തി മന്ദാരം തുളസി പിച്ചകമാലകൾ ചാർത്തി ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പ നിന്നെ കണി കാണണം. ഗോപികാ ജീവനസ്മരണം ഗോവിന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ. സദ്ഗുരുനാഥ് മഹാരാജ് കി ജയ്. രാധേ രാധേ.
Radhe, Radhe, Amma. Beautiful. Guruvayappan Swami ki jai.
ജയ്.
Beautiful, Amma.
വേറെ ആർക്കും പാടില്ല ബിഫോർ ആർത്തി? நித்யாஜி நீங்க?
ராதே ராதே. நான் ஆர்த்தி பாடலாமா? எல்லாரும் பாடி முடிச்சிட்டாங்க.
சரி, ஓகே.
எல்லாரும் பாடி முடிச்சிட்டாளா?
இல்ல, நானும் பாடுறேன், அதுக்கப்புறம்
சரி சரி. ராதே ராதே.
குரு அருள் ஒன்றே அறிவேன், குரு அருள் ஒன்றே அறிவேன், வேறொன்றும் நான் அறியேன் விரும்பேன், குரு அருள் ஒன்றே அறிவேன். குரு அருள் ஒன்றிருந்தால் மற்றதெல்லாம் தானே வரும், குரு அருள் ஒன்றிருந்தால் மற்றதெல்லாம் தானே வரும், வருவதோடு இல்லாமல் சமயத்தில் துணை நிற்கும், வருவதோடு இல்லாமல் சமயத்தில் துணை நிற்கும், குரு அருள் ஒன்றே அறிவேன், வேறொன்றும் நான் அறியேன் விரும்பேன், குரு அருள் ஒன்றே அறிவேன். தவமும் யௌவனமும் தனமும் பலமும் சுற்றத்தாரும் பதவியும் கோலும் அரசனும் ஆப்தரும் தர்மமும் நீதியும் நிலை கெட்ட உலகில் நிலையாதே சமயத்தில் உதவாதே குரு அருள் ஒன்றே ஆனறிவேன் வேறொன்றும் நான் அறியேன் விரும்பேன் குரு அருள் ஒன்றே நான் அறிவேன். சத்குருநாத் மகாராஜ் கி ஜெய்.
ஜெய்ஜி, ஒரு பாட்டுக்கு டைம் இருக்குமா? ஒரு ஸ்மால்
இருக்கு டைம் இருக்கு, பாடலாம்.
ஓகே. ராதே ராதே. கமலாவல்லப கோவிந்தா மாம் பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. கமலாவல்லப கோவிந்தா மாம் பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. கமனியானன கோவிந்தா கமனியானன கோவிந்தா பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. கந்தர்ப்ப ஜனக கோவிந்தா பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. குஞ்சபிலோச்சன கோவிந்தா குஞ்சபிலோச்சன கோவிந்தா பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. யசோத பால கோவிந்தா யசோத பால கோவிந்தா மாம் பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. யதுகுல திலக கோவிந்தா யதுகுல திலக கோவிந்தா பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. வேணுவிலோத கோவிந்தா வேணுவிலோத கோவிந்தா பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. பாஹி கல்யாண கிருஷ்ணா கோவிந்தா. ராதே ராதே.
பியூட்டிஃபுல் மகேஷ்ஜி, ரொம்ப நன்றி. ராதே ராதே.
ராதே ராதே.
வேற யாச்சும் பாடலாம் பிஃபோர் ஆர்த்தி? anybody else want to sing?
ஜெய்ஜி, ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன பாட்டு குருஜி மேல பாடிடுவா?
பாடுங்க.
ஒரு செகண்ட். அருள் கடல் அலைகளிலே மிதந்து வந்தோம் குருநாதா, அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம். அருள் கடல் அலைகளிலே மிதந்து வந்தோம் குருநாதா, அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம். திருவே திருப்பார்க்கடல் அமுதே முரளிதரா, திருவே திருப்பார்க்கடல் அமுதே உன் பெயர் சொன்னால் தீராத வினைகள் எல்லாம் தீயினிலே தூசாகும். அருள் கடல் அலைகளிலே மிதந்து வந்தோம் குரு அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம். துன்பங்களை இன்பமாக்கும் மாய வித்தை நிபுணனன்றோ, துன்பங்களை இன்பமாக்கும் மாய வித்தை நிபுணனன்றோ, துலங்கும் திருமுகத்தில் புயலனைக்கும் அமைதி என்றோ, துலங்கும் திருமுகத்தில் புயலனைக்கும் அமைதி ரோ. அருள் கடல் அலைகளிலே மிதந்து வந்தோம் குருநாதா, அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம். முரளிதரா உன்னை முப்போதும் நினைத்திருக்க, முரளிதரா உன்னை முப்போதும் நினைத்திருக்க, வரம் ஒன்று தட்டாமல் தந்திடுவாய் குருநாதா, வரம் ஒன்று தட்டாமல் தந்திடுவாய் குருநாதா. அருள் கடல் அலைகளிலே மிதந்து வந்தோம் குருநாதா, அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம், அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம், அன்பு வழி பாதையிலே தவழ்ந்து வந்தோம். குருநாத் மகாராஜ் கி
Yay, awesome, awesome, Mahalakshmi ji. Beautiful. Okay, Nitya, sorry, yaar.
ராதே ராதே, நீங்க ரெடியா சொல்லுங்க, நான் ரெடியா வச்சுட்டேன்.
ஒரே விஷயம் கேட்டு.
ராதே ராதே. ஜய ஜய பாகவத தேவா, ஜய ஜய பாகவத, ஜய ஜய ராதா கிருஷ்ண ஸ்வரூபா, ஜய ஜய ராதா கிருஷ்ண ஸ்வரூபா, ஜய ஜய பாகவத தேவா, ஜய ஜய பாகவத. பட்டுதர மருபூமௌ சரதாம் பதி பதி பரிபட்டனம், பரிபதலலிதம் த்வாம் த்யக்த்வா பரமசுகம் குதः, தேவா ஜய ஜய பாகவத. பரமபதே பகவான் பக்த பரிபாலன குணவான், கமலபவாய கிருபயா த்வாம் நிஜ கமலமுகே நததௌ, தேவா ஜய ஜய பாகவத. நவநவரசபரிதம் திவ்யம் நாராயணமுககலிதம், நளினாசன தேவா பிரததௌ நாரத முனயே த்வாம், தேவா ஜய ஜய பாகவத. ஆலோட்யாகில சாஸ்திரம் பகவான் அனவாப்ய மனசாந்திம், ஆஸ்வாத்யாதுலரசம் தே வாசதம், ஆஸ்வாத்யாதுலரசம் தே சாஸ்வதம் ஆனந்தமாப பரம், தேவா ஜய ஜய பாகவத. நிகமாந்தருர்களிதம் மதுரம் நிரவத்ய பதலசிதம், निर्गुणनिष्ठोऽपि श्रीशुको नित्यं पिबति त्वां, देवा जय जय भागवत. कलिमलहरणं त्वां श्रुत्वा कैवल्यसुखप्रदं, कृष्ण प्रेमनिमग्नो राजा, कृष्ण प्रेमनिमग्नो राजा, कृष्ण पदाम्बुजमाप, देवा जय जय भागवत. जय जय भागवत देवा, जय जय भागवत. जय जय राधा कृष्ण स्वरूपा, जय जय राधा कृष्ण स्वरूपा, जय जय भागवत देवा, जय जय भागवत. श्री भागवत भगवान की जय. अम्मा இருக்கீங்களா மங்களம் பாடுறதுக்கு? ராதே ராதே.
நீங்களே பாருங்க.
ஜெய மங்களம் நித்ய சுப மங்களம் வியாசருக்கு ராதே ராதே.
வியாசருக்கு மங்களம், சுகருக்கு மங்களம், சூதருக்கு மங்களம், விதுரருக்கு மங்களம், உத்தவர்க்கு மங்களம், மைத்ரேயர்க்கு மங்களம், பரிஷத்துக்கு மங்களம், பாகவதத்துக்கு மங்களம், ஜெயமங்களம் நித்ய சுபமங்களம், ஜெயமங்களம் நித்ய சுபமங்களம், ஜெயமங்களம் நித்ய சுபமங்களம். भागवत भगवान की जय. राधे राधे.
क्रियते कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियै वा दुर्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि. सर्वं कृष्णार्पणं गुरवे शरणं. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. जय गुरुनाथ. राधे राधे एवरीवन.
राधे राधे
जी,
ராதே
राधे
ராதே
थैंक
ஜி,
यू.
தேங்க்யூ. நமஸ்காரம் எல்லாருக்கும். அம்மா
ராதே
ராதே
ராதே.
ராதே
राधे राधे.
ராதே ராதே.
ராதே ராதே.
நைஸ் டெக்கரேஷன் ஜேஜி. இப்ப என்ன ஃப்ளவர்ஸ் என்ன பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
Thank you.
கிருஷ்ணருக்கு ஒரு சின்ன நகை மாதிரி இருக்க ஒரு பூ மாதிரி நடுவுல ரெட்டு சுத்தி வெள்ளை, அது நகையோடு சேர்ந்து வருமா?
என்ன சொல்றேன்?
கிருஷ்ணருக்கு ஒரு ஒரு அந்த நெக்லஸ் நடுவுல ஒரு ரெட் பூ, ஐ மீன் ரெட் நடுவுல சுத்தி ஒயிட் பெட்டல்ஸ் மாதிரி இருக்கு.
ஆமா, அது பூ தான். பூ.
இட்ஸ் நாட் ரியல் ஃப்ளவர் இல்ல?
ரியல் ஃப்ளவர் தான்.
ரியல் ஃப்ளவரா?
ஆமா ஜி, ரியல் ஃப்ளவர் தான். நான் பிளாஸ்டிக் பூ போட மாட்டேன் பகவான்.
இல்ல இல்ல, அது இல்ல ஜேஜி. நெக்லஸ் நடுவுல அவரோட நெக்லஸ் இருக்குல்ல,
இதுவா?
உங்க கை வச்சு அதுக்கு கீழே கீழே ஒயிட் பெட்டல் சுத்தி நடுவுல ரெட்டா இருக்கு. அது நகை மாதிரி இருக்கு. ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் பார்ட் ஆஃப் தி ஆர்னமெண்ட்.
ராதே ராதே.